Hello, everyone. You are listening to the LockingYourSuccess.com Trading Performance Podcast with Master Trading Performance Coach John Locke, where it's all about real traders, real problems, and real coaching. This is episode number 10, and today I'd like to talk to you about a thought download that I recently did, as well as the discoveries that came from it, because I believe that what I'm about to reveal to you is something we really need to consider whenever we're trying to accomplish any important goal. So for those of you who may not know what a thought download is, it is a tool that we use in our trading performance membership to diagnose challenges that we may be having with feelings or behaviors. Basically what we do is we write down all our thoughts around a particular behavior or feeling that we happen to be thinking. No matter what those thoughts are, no matter how ridiculous those thoughts may seem, we write them down. And then we'll analyze them, and we'll take that information to either do what we call follow the white rabbit technique, where we follow those thoughts down the rabbit hole, so to speak, and we see where they lead, or we'll take those thoughts at face value and we'll put them directly into something we call the model to decide where to go from there. Now, I do at least one of these thought downloads every single day. And then I'll do additional thought downloads if I'm experiencing challenges in a particular area, or if I'm thinking about a challenge that maybe one of you may be experiencing with your trading. And if that's the case and I get an idea of what you may be thinking, I go ahead and do a thought download on that so I can help you out. So I was thinking about something that I often ask traders when we're on coaching sessions, and that question is, why do you trade? And whenever I ask that, overwhelmingly, the standard answer to this question is always money or something related to money. I want money to retire. I want money for freedom. I want money for security. I want money to feel worthy. I want money to be happy, or something along those lines. So if I follow that thought, to me that means that most traders are either trading to create feelings such as abundance, freedom, security, comfort, and happiness, or they're trading to avoid feelings. And the opposite feelings they're trying to avoid would be feelings such as scarcity, feeling trapped, insecurity, discomfort, sadness, or frustration. So I'm thinking about this, and I notice that I've been feeling a little stressed out about this particular trade I've had on. And I wanted to find out what was going on, which led to a thought download. And as I was doing it, thoughts about the membership, thoughts about you came up as well. So I thought I'd share these thoughts with you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just read my thought download. Now, since I'm just reading the way things came out of my mind, things are going to be a little bit random. They might bounce around a little bit from topic to topic, but listen up because it's worth it. All right, so here it is. I'm hoping the market doesn't move at all. I think this is interesting. I know the market moves. The market moves around a lot, and I know I'm in a position where my profit and loss is going to move around a lot with that movement. Yet I find that at some level, I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out with a completely normal move. If that move happens to draw the profit and loss down at all, and this being the case, of course, I'm overly joyed when the position gains value. This tells me what? It tells me that I'm overly attached to my profits. Or, to put it differently, that I'm putting too much focus on the result rather than focusing on the best process required to get the best result most consistently. As a result of my thinking, this creates a fear of losing and an impatience or a need for a conclusion to the trade. My willingness to be in the trade wanes. My willingness to settle and accept a lesser result increases. I feel the need to watch the market constantly because my focus is on losing and concluding the trade. Therefore, I look for and make up evidence that I will lose or that I must close the trade as quickly as possible with any sort of a profit. This being the case, I monitor the market more intensely. This not only increases the stress and fear, but it also brings up and intensifies feelings of insecurity and scarcity. And all of this gives me a feeling of dissatisfaction, a feeling of sadness, a feeling of being not worthy. And not only that, because I'm worried about the trade, it takes my time and attention away from much more important things in life, like spending time doing the things that I love and with the people I love. And even if I do leave the computer, when I'm in this mindset, I'm still thinking about the trade. My mind is trapped in the trade. And this literally prevents me from having the things that I'm seeking through trading in the first place, which is what? Money. Money for what purpose? A feeling of abundance, a feeling of freedom, a feeling of security, a feeling of comfort and happiness. My point being that if I'm trading for the purpose of creating money, for the purpose of creating a feeling of abundance, freedom, security, comfort, or happiness, and I'm doing it through the process of being super focused on results, not only will this make it more difficult to make good decisions in my trading, but even if I make money, I'm still feeling what? I'm still feeling scared, insecure, and trapped. You see, while you're hopping around from one trading strategy to the next, desperately seeking money because that's what you've chosen as a benchmark in order to allow yourself to feel certain feelings, the process you're using to create that money not only prevents you from getting the money itself with any consistency, but it also is the very reason you're not getting what you truly want. In fact, this focus on results is pulling you further and further away from what you truly want. So even if you do happen to win, and even if you get the money this time, you may feel that temporary relief. But whatever feeling you get is only going to be temporary, because as soon as you go back into another trade, the process you're using will bring those feelings of insecurity, scarcity, and stress back again. And if this is the case, trading is not going to be any more rewarding than that job you're trying to escape from. Luckily, however, we can do something about this. And it starts with a change in the thinking process. Realize that when your favorite athlete becomes overly focused on the score and gets distracted away from following his process, we have a name for that. We call that choking. And choking leads to poor performance and poor results over time if it happens repeatedly. So to prevent this, we need to be able to let the score be what the score is going to be and turn our focus to taking the best, most probable actions at all times. This may or may not win this game, but it will allow you to provide the best performance you're capable of doing in this situation. And over time, your results will reflect that. So my advice to you is to become completely absorbed in how to make the best decisions and take the best actions. Follow your plan knowing that it's a good plan, and even the best plans don't always result in a win. And then simply let the score on this trade be what it is, realizing that if you take the best actions consistently, you'll have no choice but to win in the long run. Interestingly enough, however, do you know the best way to feel comfortable enough to allow yourself to follow your process and allow the score to be what it is? The best way to follow your plan is to do the opposite of what most people do. The best way to win in the market is to create what you're trying to create through money. The best way to win in the market, the thing that makes it most likely that you'll follow your plans, is to create feelings of abundance, security, worthiness, and confidence in advance. Now, isn't that interesting? So if you'd like to learn how to create the feelings you want and need in order to skyrocket your performance in the market, I suggest you stay tuned and get on the mailing list and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because these are exactly the type of topics we'll be covering in future episodes. And that's what I have for you today. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a fantastic New Year. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next year on the Trading Performance Podcast. Hey, if you enjoyed listening to this podcast, you have to check out my Trading Performance membership, where we take all this material to the next level. We study it and we apply it to bring our trading performance to peak levels. Simply go to tradingperformancepodcast.com. That's one word, tradingperformancepodcast.com, to receive information on how you too can become involved and improve your trading. I look forward to seeing you there.